What is a stereotype that you have experienced in relation to your disability? Well, because my disability is obvious, I used to get judged before I even opened my mouth. At high school, I wasn't given a chance to join in. I was isolated and no one wanted to talk to me or get to know me. I wasn't allowed to be myself, so I had no voice. Why is this stereotype incorrect? Well, I am a person. I want to be seen and heard. I have my own dreams and passions, and now I have found groups where I'm accepted, like geek buddies. And now I can spread my wings and not be speechless.
Okay, so the biggest stereotype that is a problem with my disability of autism is that people say that autistic people are not empathetic. Actually very incorrect, because you'll actually find that people on the autism spectrum are actually more empathetic than the everyday people. And the reasons why that is because we always care for other people, and sometimes we know to care too much that we'll go to above and beyond lengths to make sure that we'll get looked after. So, for example, with me, I've noticed that people might say I'm selfish and I don't care, and you know that what would I know about it, I'm not much use. But reality is, you may not see it, it just might happen in our own way. We just might internalise, we'll actually stress about it, we just may not be as verbal as, let's say, other disabilities or other people in showing it, but we will worry in our own way.
The main barrier I face when meeting new people is that they don't really know I do have a disability. Sometimes they can be surprised or frustrated when I can't explain something or let them know what I'm thinking. It's like an invisible disability, no one can see it.
The most one I get most of the time is that people who don't seem to think I don't understand them when I do understand quite well, or whatever, I have trouble understanding me. So it's incorrect because actually can understand them even though they don't think I do, and it's just wrong, and I sometimes get annoyed about it.
I've experienced a stereotype when after the Sepultura gig with my friends from the metal group, could just had leave early, and the bouncer said, "Sorry guys, not tonight," when I was wearing my metal jacket, and that is discrimination, and that stereotype is wrong. We shouldn't be discriminated for wearing a metal jacket or a metal shirt, going to the pub. We should be able to go wherever we like without being stereotyped. We should have the same rights as everyday mainstream people without disability. That's not correct what the bouncer said, not tonight. So when are we going to be allowed to go out? Is what I want to know.
What is a stereotype you've experienced in relation to your disability? A stereotype that I've experienced in relation to my disability is a stereotype that I have experienced many, many times throughout my whole life. And that's when people are asking me something or explaining something to me, and they'll say it in a way or in a tone because they think I don't understand. They might say it in a way like this, very, very slowly. Or when they're explaining something to me, they might go, "Okay, first you do this, then do that." And I find that really offensive because yes, I have an intellectual disability. Yes, it takes me longer to learn things. But just because that's the case doesn't mean I'm not going to understand what someone's saying or what someone's explaining. Why is this stereotype incorrect? This stereotype is incorrect because just because someone has a disability doesn't mean that people should just assume they're not going to get things, because they will. And I think it's all about people need to change their mindsets and their outlook on people with disabilities, and not always think that they can't do things or that they're not capable or that they're not going to understand. because most of the time they do. And so I think we all need to come together and really work as a team and educate people on about people with disabilities and how we can make the world a better place and how people should not be so judgmental, because it's actually really hurtful to us.